Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I found a very irritating article because some people seem to claim that their culture is more important than other people's culture. And if we are to treat people based on that, then we're going to have a problem because there are some cultures who still, if they want in 24 hours, at least, or at the most, they can take care of any other culture. So we don't want to get to that point where some people think that because my culture, I can do this. Oh no, because my culture, I can do this. I will show you. It was an idiot, an American Jewish, Israeli, how do you want to call him, tourist who visited Jerusalem. So he was an American, a Jewish American, visited Jerusalem, went to a museum, and over there he smashed some Roman art, my culture. And are you gonna see, or I'm gonna tell you, his lawyer's kind of like justification why he should be just maybe it's okay because, and he's gonna explain. So let me show you the idiocracy here. I'm irritated because you'll see the justification. Here you have Associated Press, an American tourist is arrested for smashing ancient Roman statues at a museum in Israel. That's my culture. All right, let's move on. October 6, 2023. Israeli police have arrested an American tourist at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem after he hurled works of art to the floor, defacing two 2nd century Roman statues. I will tell you what punishment I will give to anyone who throws paint on pieces of art or destroy pieces of art. About 20 years minimum in prison. All right, I think it's kind of equitable. I think this kind of garbage will end yesterday if there will be a global, how should I put it, law or something. So you know what? You destroy a piece of art willingly like that with those guys who protest oil and blah, blah, blah. 20 years in prison, but not prison, and Mexico prison, special prison, or maybe in a Russian colony. So you really do time, not, Dancing with the Stars in US bullshit, right? And I guarantee you after about 2 or 3 of these guys, people will just get cured of all these kind of syndromes. I'm serious about it. Now, let's move on. It says the vandalism late Thursday raised questions about the safety of Israel's priceless collections and stirred concern about a rise in attacks on cultural heritage in Jerusalem. Well, that was kind of anyway. Police identified the suspect as a radical 40-year-old Jewish American tourist and said initial questioning suggested he smashed the statues because he considered them, and I'm quoting, to be idolatrous, from idols, and contrary to the Torah. Okay, but can you be civil and say, protesters, I want them removed, send them to me, I take them home for free. I pay the transport. Send them to a museum of art that wants them, for people who are sophisticated, instead of being, we're gonna do this now. Okay? Anyway, and if that's the way you treat as a human being, that's a personal. He is a person. I'm not trying to expand it to anything else. A person. Imagine someone else does something to something this guy likes in the name of that person's, I don't know, little book, whatever they might call it. All right. What about that? Where are we going to end up to? Killing one another because about the gods that fucking are not there, because they would be over there. Children will not die in infancy or will not get sick without any fucking sins. Anyway, so it says here the man's lawyer, Nick Kaufman, denied that he had acted out of religious fanaticism. Okay, all right. And this guy is going to say this. Let's go to the next article so you see the lawyer's justification. Daily Beast, unfortunately. American tourist had Jerusalem syndrome when he smashed Roman statues. And I was like, never heard, what the fuck is that? I will tell. Just hold your horses. So remember, if he has Jerusalem syndrome, I might have the Roman syndrome. Can I have the Roman syndrome? Or maybe some people can have a certain kind of 1930s syndrome. Can they have that and justify certain actions based on their syndrome? People might get sick of syndromes and then they get cured when they get arrested. Is that okay? An American tourist says Israel, and again, American tourist arrested in Israel after smashing 2 ancient Roman statues on Thursday was suffering from a little-known mental disorder dubbed the Jerusalem syndrome, end quote, his lawyer claimed, in which foreign pilgrims visiting the city start believing they are people from the Bible. I do not hear any Roman syndrome, anybody thinking that he is in those times as a Roman and starting destroying everything because he's a Roman. That syndrome somehow doesn't exist. This is bull fucking shit. All right? Because if that exists, and then some people might, enact themselves as being, during the South in, let's say, 1863 or 1862. Can they start using their muskets and muskets or whatever and start shooting because they think they're in a civil war in the United States of America? Or some people, are in Kursk still. They have the Kursk syndrome. Please don't give them a pass. That's their culture. Because of that, no, that was premeditated. The guy went to the museum and smashed those Roman things. He didn't go over there to flagellate himself or something like. What is he going to do next? Is he going to go and attack Christians? What is he going to do? Blow up the Church of Sepulchres or Sepulchre or however you call it, where supposedly Jesus blah blah blah. Is that what it is? And then land that and say, hey, check it out. Is that what it is, Thomas? Anyway, so here is, my friends. They can have it. If he can have it, some other people can have it. And some people would say, hey man, you want to meet back in those times? Okay, I'm a Roman. All right, let's do it. No, you can't be. Only I can be. It's something you don't understand. What if someone thinks this is, something has to do with Muhammad? How about that? With a prophet? How about he's now a prophet? How about tomorrow? These guys are just using this kind of idiotic justifications. Let me give you a little story. I said this once or twice before in all my YouTube career. When I visited Romania a few years back, I went specifically to go in the mountains. They have beautiful mountains. Too bad they're populated and too many people. But hey, that's the way we are. Anyway, so some are good, some are bad. So there were 4 tourists. There were 3 men and 1 woman. They were Israelis from Israel. They were the same age as I was, maybe a little bit younger, with 2-3 years younger than I am. They were all in the military, the 3 men. I don't know the woman. And I had some conversations with them. We stopped by chance one night. We spent at a little, how do you call it, chalet place where you refuge. And we stayed over there and we had a conversation. And I was very interested to obviously learn certain things and so on. And at one point I asked, it was one guy that was the smartest one, the guy that really, I could have befriended that guy. The way, I don't know if you would have befriended. They said yes, but you never know. I would go to Jerusalem and they put me on the cross or something. Oh no, that was the Romans. My bad. Anyway, so they invited me. I lost contact with them. But I will tell you that too. So we went on the mountain. We were over there, and I asked them about the Palestinians and what's going on and how come they cannot share or something. I asked a question, and he was, I said, the smartest, the most balanced one, the most read one. There was the guy in between, wishy-washy, not very interesting, and the third one who would just strangle you on the spot. Okay, he was not very. That's the way I perceived him. Okay, he was the most passionate, and he would not hold it back, which was not a bad thing, being passionate. But he was very, and I'm going to give you the answer. When I asked what's going on, the first one used the philosophical, and he was very good. I liked him a lot. The most of all these 3. The woman, I did not talk to her. I mean, she was over there, but did not participate. I didn't understand her role. But anyway, this guy said, the last one said that, very angry, and like, whoosh, boom, right there on me. God gave us the land. God promised the land. God gave us the land. It's our land. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, take it easy, man. Take it easy. I just want to find out what's your stand on that. Well, I found out what that guy's stand was on sharing and Palestinian and all that. He would have strangled me right there. That was my feeling. It wouldn't happen, but and I was a Romanian American, okay? So let's put it this way. And he said, God gave us that and it's ours. And he, blah, 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 oh, take it easy, take it easy. Can you give him his injections, calm him down or something? So this was the thing. And then, very interesting, after that, I gave them my name and so on. In a month, after about a month, I don't know, 28 days, 35 days, something like this, in one night, I received then on Facebook 3 invitations, friends invitations for all 3. I know, probably it was after they wrote their report, they received the next steps, next orders. I don't know, I don't care. They were all very, come to Israel, we're going to treat you like a king. I was like, it depends what kind of king and all that. Anyway, I like them, but nevertheless. And then I destroyed my Facebook account and I don't know their names. They had Israeli names. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I would like to get in touch with them again. I like especially one of them the most. I mean, as I said, I could befriend that guy. But how much can you know? But and then those few hours they met and I discussed with these guys, this guy seemed to be, and he was definitely their boss in the military. That's what they said. So he had the highest rank. He was the nice, good guy. So if you're over there, call me. I'm coming to Israel so you can play a Jerusalem syndrome on me. I play Romanian, so we don't have anything to do with one another. But hey, Romanian Romans, don't do it. Don't do it. So it is, my friends. Next time when something happens, say that you have, I don't know, whomever you want syndrome and you're off the hook. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. 20 years at least I would give to each person who does that, to a as I said, cultural thing. Imagine that someone comes to the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem and blows it up and says, well, I thought I was, I don't know, Garibaldi or whoever. I'm just making names here, even though Garibaldi was a name. So anyway, coming over there and destroying a piece of art in the same punishment. Do you think they're going to say, oh, it's okay, you had, I don't know, what's his name, Nero, the Roman emperor syndrome, and you're okay with that? You can burn it, it's fine. No, go 20 years or more right there on the spot. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.